Hi everyone, welcome to this week's exercise session for our CancerFITT class designed specifically for cancer survivors. This week we will be utilizing our exercise band that you got during your orientation. If you don't have this exercise band with the handles, any exercise band that you have will do. Also, you just need a hard bottom chair, preferably with no arms, but again, whatever you have is fine. Just be careful if you don't have a hard bottom chair because it may not be as sturdy. And that's all you'll need to utilize for today. We're going to be using the band to do some upper body exercises, and we will be doing lower body exercises as well as some balance exercises. A couple of things to remember: if you want to make sure that you're always breathing throughout the entire exercise session. So I know a lot of times we tend to hold our breath when we're concentrating, but make sure that you're taking a deep breath in and exhaling out even when something is really hard. Also, if something hurts, then don't do it. So make sure nothing is painful. If you feel pain anywhere when you do an exercise, then make sure that you sit that exercise out and then join in back when we move on to a different exercise. The scale that you should be working on today, we use a 1 to 10 scale. So 1 to 10 is just your effort that you're utilizing when you exercise. So 1 is what we are right now. We're not putting any effort in. We're just sitting in our chair waiting for the exercise to begin. 10 is a maximum level. So if you feel like that you're at 10, that means you can't do any more and you need to stop immediately. I do not want you to be a 10. If you feel like you're getting to the point where you need to stop and you can't do anymore, then take it upon yourself to take a break before you get to that point. For the most of us, we should always be about a 5. So 5 is just moderate exercise. You feel like you're doing something, but you can continue and keep going. You don't need to stop right away. So remember, we're always stay about a 5, maybe even a little bit below. Make sure you breathe, and we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so go ahead and grab your band, and I want you to take your band and you're gonna place it behind your back underneath your armpits. So I want you it high on your back underneath your armpits. You're gonna slip your hands through the handles. So when you slip your hands through your handles, they're kind of on your wrist like they're bracelets, and you're gonna grab the rubber part of the band. Now, the closer you grab to your chest, the harder this exercise is gonna be. The closer you grab to the handles, the easier it's gonna be. So sit up nice and tall. Remember, you wanna scoot your hips up to the front part of the chair, draw that belly button into the spine, shoulders over the hips, and let's begin. Let's take a deep breath in. You're gonna exhale, push in front of you, and then slowly come back in. Try it again. Push forward and in. 8 and in. 7 and in. Keep breathing. 6 and in. 5 and in. 4 and in. 3 and in. 2, 1 more. Push forward, in, and rest. Now we're gonna try that again. So this time we're just gonna push out for 2 counts and come in for 2 counts. I want you to watch me first. Push out, out, in, you try. Out, out, in, out, out, in. 2 more. Out, out, in. Last one. Out, out, in. All right, now we're gonna move on. So we're working again, remember, on the chest and the arms. Now instead of pushing forward, we're gonna push out to the side. So if that was too hard, then you're gonna grab closer to the handles. If it was too easy, you can grab closer to your chest. So again, sitting up nice and tall, I want you to push out and in. Good. 9 and in. 8 and in. 7 and in. 6 and in. 5 and in. 4 and in. 3 and in. 2, 1 more. Out and in. All right, let's slow it down again, just like we did the last one. Ready, 2 out. Out, out, in, out, out, in. 2 more. Out, out, in. Last one. Out, out, in. All right, now we're gonna put those 2 together. We're gonna go forward, in, out, in for 4. Ready, begin. Forward, in, out, in. Forward, in, out. 2 more. Forward, in, out. Last one. Forward, in, out, in. Very good. All right. So now we're going to take that band in front of us. All right. Now, taking the band in front of us, we're going to work on the back. So just like we did before, if you want to, or if you have a band with handles, you're going to slip your hands through the handles, get them on your wrist like the bracelets, and then you're going to grab the middle part of the band. Now, the closer your hands are to each other, the harder this exercise is going to be. The further your hands are apart, the easier it's going to be. So again, pick what you feel comfortable with, and you can always adjust at any time. So we're going to bring that band right in front of us, hands about shoulder width apart. That's what I like to start with. All right, sitting up nice and straight. We're just going to pull that band apart equally, right and left, and then slowly come back in. Good. Let's try. 9 and in. 8 and in. 7 and in. 6 and in. 5 and in. 4 and in. 3, 2, 1 more. Out and in. All right, now, just like we did before, let's try slowing this one down. Out for 2 and in for 2. Let's try it. Out, out, in. Great. Out, out, in. 2 more. Out, out, in. Last one. Out, out, in, and rest. Good. Shake it out. Should feel that in your shoulders, your arms, your upper back. Very good for your upper body exercise. So those are the 2 upper body exercises we're going to do today. Now we're going to focus on legs and balance for the rest of the time. So I want you to take your band and I want you to set it down. So just set it down to the side wherever you feel comfortable. Just kind of get it out of the way because we are going to be utilizing the space around us. All right, so now we're going to start with the lower body exercises. So now we're going to do one of my favorite exercises. This one is sit to stands. So sit to stands is exactly what it sounds like. You're just standing up and you're sitting back down. Perfect exercise to gain strength in your legs, strengthen those leg muscles. The quadriceps and the hamstrings are very important for getting in and out of a car, getting out of a chair. So a lot of times we have to push off. So again, only if you feel comfortable and you can do this. You're gonna cross your arms across your chest, you're gonna stand up and then just sit back down. Now, if you cannot do that, if you cannot stand up and sit back down, that is perfectly fine. You're just gonna march in place, lifting 1 foot at a time as we go throughout those exercises. Level 2, if you can, you're gonna cross your arms across your chest, you're gonna stand up, and then you're gonna sit back down. Now, a harder level, if you wanna add a little bit of challenge to it, you're gonna have your hands at your shoulders, and as you stand up, you're gonna reach your arms up, and then you're gonna sit back down. Reach up, and then down. All right, so pick a level that you feel comfortable with. So either it's marching in place, arms across the chest, standing up and sitting back down, or hands at your shoulders, and as you stand, you're gonna push those hands above your head. All right, so pick a level you feel comfortable with. We're gonna try to do 12. Stop at any time. Remember your scale, 1 through 10. Remember, I do not want you to be a 10. So if you feel like you're getting to that point, then take a break and drop it down a level. All right, ready? Let's go. Lift and lower. 11 and down. Keep breathing. 10, keep your chest up. 9, 8, 7, remember I'm doing level 3. 6, you can do level 2. 5, 4, 3, 2 more. 2, 1 more. 1, and lower. Good job. All right, shake it out. How do you feel? Maybe a little bit winded. If you have some water next to you, make sure you grab some water. If you need to pause the video, go grab a drink of water and come back. Remember, if you need to, always have some water next to you. That way you can. So again, you need a water, pause the video, grab some water, come back. That was a hard one. All right, so moving on to the next exercise. We did this one week before last, so this should be familiar. We're gonna do knee extensions, working on the front part of the leg, the quadricep again. So let's take your hands and place them on your left thigh. Sitting up nice and tall, you're gonna lift your right foot up. You're gonna kick out, lead with your heel, toes come up, and then you're gonna slowly come back in. Do not let that foot touch the floor again. All right, so kick out and in. Make sure you're sitting up nice and straight. 10 and in. 9, so only lifting your leg as high as you feel comfortable. 8, 7, doesn't have to be that high. 6, keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Out, in, and rest. Good job. All right, let's try that same thing on the other side. Again, if you need to take a break as we're doing those, take a break, sit him out, and then come in when you feel comfortable. All right, hands on the opposite leg. All right, let's lift the left knee up. Remember, that's only as high as we feel comfortable, sitting up nice and straight. Kick out and in. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Out, in, and relax. Good job, shake it out. All right, so should feel that in the legs. All right, our next section of the class will be standing. So, feel comfortable. When you're ready, grab some water if you need to. We're gonna stand up. All right, so I'm gonna stay in front of my chair so you can see my legs. But if you have a chair that's pretty steady, I want you to get behind your chair. The reason you're behind your chair is because we're gonna work on balance and leg strength, and you wanna have that chair in front of you to hold on to as you need it. I'm gonna say and guide you through the exercises by saying let go one hand, let go the other hand. And when I do that, I'll kind of just hold on to the air like I have an imaginary chair in front of me. But remember, you're behind your chair, I'm in front of my chair so you can see my legs. And stand back up just a little bit. All right, we're gonna start with some balance exercises first. So the couple rules for balance. First rule of balance is always draw your belly button into your spine. So you want your stomach nice and tight. Always say, imagine that you're putting on a tight pair of pants and you have to suck your stomach in, but I want you to still breathe. So that's how my stomach should feel. Also, always stand up nice and straight. So shoulders over hips, hips over knees. You should be standing up nice and straight when you do your balance. Also, breathe. So remember that rule from the beginning, always breathe. So do not hold your breath. Even when you're doing balance, do not hold your breath. And then the last tip for balance is focus. So if you focus on hopefully me or something, that helps with your balance. So if you're doing these exercises later and you remember them, if you focus on a spot or something that's not gonna move, focus on that spot and that helps your balance as well. So try to put all those rules together as we go through these balance exercises. So the first balance exercise is a little bit of balance, a little bit of lower leg strength. We're gonna do some heel raises or calf raises. So if you need to hold on to the chair, go ahead and hold on to the chair right in front of you. You can do both hands or one hand. If you feel comfortable with your balance, then you can put both hands down. You're just gonna lift up on your toes and then you're gonna slowly lower down. So you can see my feet. You're gonna lift up on your toes and then lower down. Good. Lift up and down. Hold on to that chair if you need. Up and down. Can we do 8 more? 8 and lower. 7. Take your time. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. One more. Up and down. Good job. All right, so shake it out. You should feel that in your hamstrings, maybe a little bit of your calf. We're going to keep moving forward and we're going to make this a little bit more challenging. So if you need to hold on to the chair with both hands, one hand, do whatever you need to. We're going to hold those heel raises or calf raises. So we're going to lift up on our heels and hold it, and then we're going to come down. So let's try that. Holding. Lift up. I want you to hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Let's try it again. Lift up. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Let's do it 2 more times. Lift up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Last one. Lift up. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Good job. See, I had trouble with that last one. All right, shake it out. All right, so now we're gonna continue to move forward with our balance. So now we're gonna do a tandem stance or a heel toe balance. So tandem stance is you're gonna bring one foot directly in front of the other. So I'm gonna turn to the side. You're gonna bring your right foot forward and your left foot back. So right foot forward, left foot back. You have a straight line with your front of your back foot. Now what this does, it shortens or narrows your base, so it's a little bit more challenging to stand up. So if you need to hold on to your chair with one hand or both, or if you feel comfortable, bring your arms down to the side, draw that belly button into the spine. I want you to just hold that tandem stance. Good, hold it. Now as you hold your tandem stance, can you reach your arm shoulder up, shoulder down? Try it again. Shoulder up, shoulder down, hands back on the chair, and bring your feet back together. Good job. All right, how is that? Okay, now let's try the other side. So you will notice that one side is easier than the other side, and that is totally normal. So now we're gonna do the other side. So bring the left heel in front of the right toes, or whichever one you did, just switch it. All right, heel directly in front of the toes. Draw the belly button into the spine, shoulders over the hips, holding on to the chair if you need to. Draw the belly button in, find a spot to look at, breathe. Now can you take one hand off the chair? Can you take your other hand off? Can you lift shoulder up, shoulder down? Again, shoulder up, shoulder down. Last time, shoulder up, shoulder down, and relax. Good, shake it out. How was that? Not too bad? All right, last balance exercise for today. Last balance exercise today. I saved the best for last. All we're gonna do is we're gonna balance on one foot. So all the research shows that you need to be able to balance on one foot for at least 30 seconds to be at not to be at a risk for a fall. We're just gonna try 20 seconds today, but this is something that you can definitely do on your own. Just make sure that you have a chair or a counter or something to hold on to when you don't feel comfortable with your balance. So now we're gonna put a slight bend in our left knee. That's gonna be supporting all our weight, so we don't wanna lock that knee out, so we're just gonna put a slight bend in that knee. We're gonna hold on to the chair in front of us, and we're gonna lift our right foot up. Doesn't have to be very high, it could be forward, it could be side or back, just get it off the floor to where you feel comfortable. So again, still holding on to that chair. Draw the belly button into the spine, try to find a spot to look at. I want you to take one hand off the chair, take the other hand off. We got 20 seconds here. Keep breathing and focusing. In through your nose, exhaling out. Doing good. If you made it this far, you're halfway there. If not, keep trying. Keep breathing. And relax. Good job. That was 20 seconds. I know, that was a long 20 seconds, right? Okay, so now we're gonna try the other side. So my number one rule for doing this exercise, just keep trying. Even if your foot falls down and you feel like you lose your balance, that whole 20 seconds, keep trying to hold it up. That's what's gonna help with your balance. So we're gonna try the other side. Draw that belly button into the side, shoulders over hips. Hold on to the chair, put a slight bend in your right knee. That's gonna be supporting all your weight. Lift your left foot up, doesn't matter how high. Draw the belly button in. All right, get ready. Take one hand, other hand, 20 seconds. Stay strong. Keep breathing and focusing. Halfway there. And relax. Good job. That was 20 seconds. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. All right, very, very good. All right, we're gonna continue. Now we're gonna move past our balance and we're gonna work a little bit more on leg strengthening. For our leg strengthening now, we're gonna work on the hips and the outer thighs. So hips and outer thighs. So I want you to hold on to that chair in front of you. All right, you're gonna put a slight bend in your right knee. That's supporting all your weight. We're just gonna take our leg out to the side and in. That's it. Out and in. Out and in. Let's do 8 more. 8 and in. 7 and in. 6 and in. 5 and in. 4 and in. 3 and in. 2 One more. Out and in. All right, shake it out. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Hold on to the chair. Put a slight bend in your left knee. That's supporting all your weight. We're working on that right leg now. Ready? Take it out and in. Out and in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more, 2, 1, in and relax. Good job, shake it out. All right, so you should feel that in your hips and your outer thighs. How does it feel? Feels okay. All right, let's go ahead and walk from behind your chair and have a seat. So remember, I was in front of my chair, so I'm just gonna sit right back down. All right, so last we're gonna stretch. So we're gonna stretch all those muscles that we worked hard today. Make sure that we're taking our effort level down a little bit. So let's just go ahead and start. Both feet flat on the floor. Let's just take our palms facing forward. And we're gonna reach our arms back behind us. As we reach our arms back behind us, we're gonna squeeze our shoulder blades together, shoulders down, chest slightly lifted, and if you want, you can look up toward the ceiling. I want you to just hold that stretch. Reach your fingertips down toward the floor. Now I want you to take your hands and I want you to grab onto the back of the chair if you can, or grab on somewhere to the side. You're gonna push your chest forward, shoulders back again. Lift your head all the way up and hold. And look straight ahead, relax your arms down. Now you're gonna take your hands onto your left or right thigh. Let's take it to the right thigh. You're gonna straighten out your left leg, dig your heel into the floor, and you're gonna lean forward at your waist. As you do that, you're gonna feel the stretch from the back of the thigh to the back of the knee, the calf as well. And if you wanna increase your stretch, you can take your left hand and reach forward. Reach toward the front of the room. All right, now slowly roll it up. Place that foot flat, switch your hands to the other leg, straighten out your right leg, dig your heel into the floor with the toes up. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, lean forward. Feel that stretch from the back of the thigh, the back of the knee, the calf as well. If you would like to increase your stretch, you can take your right hand and reach forward. Hold that stretch. Now slowly roll it up. Place that foot flat. Very good. All right, next we're gonna stretch out our lower back. So take your arms down to the side. Sit up nice and straight. Take your right hand across your lap, resting on the outside of your left thigh. Slowly twist, stomach, rib cage, and chest toward the side wall. Go ahead and look to that side as well. And bring it back to the center. Now you're gonna take one arm down to the side. Take your opposite arm across your lap, rested on the outside of your thigh. Twist, stomach, rib cage, chest toward the side wall. Look to that side as well. Now slowly come back in. Very good. Let's take a deep breath in. Reach your arms up and above your head. And as you exhale, let your arms slowly fall back down to the side. One more time, deep breath in and lift. Exhale, lower. And that is it today, everybody. Remember, if you have any questions, just let me know. And that is your CancerFITT exercise session for this week. I hope you have a great, happy, and safe rest of your week. See you next time.